We're going to do a little test today. We're going to see if we can use the Samsung Odyssey with its front-facing cameras in an outdoor environment. We've deliberately chosen my backyard because we think there are objects in there that aren't too far away. There's also a lot of things that it can potentially anchor to identify its environment. We'll just see what happens. It's going to be fun. So far, there is some minor glitches, but it's working pretty well. It's working very well, in fact. I can indeed walk around just fine. That's fascinating. I don't know if you guys saw that. As I approached the ledge, while my garden is sloped, it kind of figured out that I'm going down too deep. Okay, now what I'm finding is, for whatever reason, I've hit kind of a barrier here. And now I've lost my tracking. So it is, let's try and walk again. Yeah, now I'm not actually moving. Let's try and go back this way towards the house. Or maybe this is the reason. Maybe it's tracked that way. No, I have completely lost tracking. I am now, you can see hopefully on the screen, my controller as I'm walking towards it is there. Oh no, it's floating as well. But I am not. Sean, tell me where I'm.
You're about to get to the picnic table.
Oh, oh dang. Okay, so why is my controller all the way over there? Oh, it has completely messed up. Okay, maybe I have to have this in my hand, see if this makes a difference. Tell me if I'm about to go off the edge.
Okay, no, you're good.
This is kind of strange. I'm
okay,
able to see, and yet I'm blind at the same time.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's
bizarre.
what's down in the grass now.
Whoa. Where am I going there? I have no idea where I am.
Okay, you're headed towards the swings.
Okay, let me see if I can actually beam around too. Yeah, that's no, by beaming once. So the head tracking is absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. There's a little bit of latency, but that might just be because I'm on battery mode. The one issue I think we do have, there's a little latency, but the walking around is not perfect, but it definitely works for the most part. I wouldn't necessarily want to play a role-play game where my movements are essential, but as you can see, when I use the hand controller, I am completely able to move around as if I was inside. I think the next step would be to actually try a proper game and see how that works, because I do not need to worry about where I'm in standing mode or the normal mode here, because this is just working flawlessly right now. For the beaming, for the looking around, it means I can take this to the beach. So I'm actually amazed. That worked extremely well. Obviously my garden does have a lot of tracking points. It's not an open field. Hand controllers work flawlessly. That means that it does open the possibility of using this in an outdoor environment. We also know that we can tap into the front-facing cameras of this to actually identify things around us. If we can do that by putting markers on different objects, we could potentially rebuild this whole layout. What's good about that? Maybe you're going to go to England and find some ruins. You'll be able to actually put on a virtual headset, perhaps with a backpack or a wireless one, and really actually see the world around you come to life. Perhaps this ruin turns back into its original form so that you can actually see what this building you really used to look like and experience it firsthand. So here's the problem with AR in that environment today. We're looking at a maximum of about 50 degrees viewpoint. That's roughly like holding your hand out in front of you. That's what you can see. So you've got this narrow tunnel vision of where the world is augmented on top of what we have. In virtual reality, we don't have that issue. Eventually, as this is trying to go there, we're going to get into this mixed world reality, right? Where the AR and the VR really come to play together, where the world around us is augmented with a complete virtual world. Well, I think that wraps up this version 1. Stay tuned for more. Cheers.